Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. We're going to go on a trip today to a place far away from Japan, and that is a very small country in Europe, which has had an outsized influence in brewing history, Belgium. They make a wider variety of beers than probably any country on earth, except maybe the United States, at a fraction of the size. It is truly a beer brewing wonderland. And the brewery we're going to look at today is one of the 6 official Trappist breweries of Belgium, and it's probably the newest one. That is Achel, or some people pronounce it, I guess, Arkul. And the beer we're going to look at is this one. It is called Achel 8 Blonde Beer. And Achel is brewed by the Brewerij der Sint BenedictusabdijdeAchelse, if I pronounce it correctly, and der Achels Cluis. And this brewery apparently started in 1850, but during World War II, the retreating Germans, or World War I, I'm sorry, the retreating Germans took away all of their copper brewing material for scrap, and so they had to close down. Apparently, Germany paid reparations to countries, but the 2 official representatives for this brewery were Dutch, and so the reparations were not allowed for this brewery because they were not Belgian. In any case, they reopened. They decided to reopen in 1998, so it's fairly recent. Like 24, 25 years. And in order to get going, they brought out a brewer from Westmalle. In fact, I guess he came out of retirement, Brother Thomas, and he brought the yeast from Westmalle as well to help them get started. And apparently, they still use Westmalle yeast in this beer. So on Rate Beer, this one has 2,177 ratings, and the average is 3.78 out of 5, pretty high. 97 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and for its style, it's classified on Rate Beer as a Belgian ale, a strong pale Belgian ale, at 97 percentile as well. And on Untappd, 75,935 ratings, and it's a little bit lower, 3.68, which is kind of unusual. Usually Untappd ratings are a little bit higher, but I found for rather exceptional beers, generally the higher quality of the beer, the difference on Untappd is noticeably lower, and for beers that aren't quite as good, Untappd noticeably higher, unusual, yeah. So 3.68. A little tick lower. I have had this before. It's been a long time, and I'll tell you about my rating in a minute. This is an 8%er at 27 international bittering units. Shall we give it a go? We're in the middle of summer here, and this couldn't be considered a summer beer, but anytime, I guess, anytime, any place. Okay, I've got my Devil Craft glass. Devil Craft is a brewery in Tokyo. And okay, so it pours out slightly hazy, medium amber, and you can see the carbonation just kind of exploding off the bottom there. Really, really something, which gives rise to this large head of foam, and this is like 3+ fingers of foam coming out. Okay, and let's try the aroma. Okay, definitely get light esters from this. Some pale malts. Maybe something like crystal. Earlier when I drank this, I was smelling something like miso, like a pale, light miso sort of thing, but I don't get it this time. I also got wine vinegar last time, but not this time. This is clearly a different batch. Okay, so shall we give it a go? Okay, it does taste like a strong Belgian pale. It's got the rather substantial maltiness. 27 IBUs. I'm not sure. I think generally they use Satz hops in this beer, or in this style. But maybe some older variety. It doesn't come across quite as Satz, but clearly the body is kind of medium. These beers tend to use candy sugar, or I guess we'd call it rock sugar in the U.S. Candy sugar, and what that does is improves the, or it allows the fermentation to go higher, the alcohol level to go up, without noticeably increasing the body so much. So it's kind of medium bodied, a little bit light overall for an 8%er. Got some cereal, some mild fruitiness, stone fruit perhaps, but very ripened overall. This tastes like a matured beer. I don't think this is bottle aged very, very long at all. Yeah, but the drink by date is a year away. So I expect you could probably keep this a little bit longer, maybe a year, 2 years. It's pale malt, so not dark malt. But very pleasant. Nice mild bitterness in the end, and I would definitely recommend this to you. It's probably not the top of the line for the Trappists, but you know, there are others you can try for sure. But give it a go. This is Achel, an 8% strong pale blonde, and yeah, I think it deserves your attention. So give it a go. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to look at another beer from this brewery in my next video, and we will kind of compare them and see how they go. That's it for today, and please do subscribe to the channel, and hope to hear from you. Leave me a comment, okay? Bye-bye.